Today, the breaking news coming from Washington is that Joe Biden, in the dying days of his presidency, has pardoned his son, Hunter Biden, who was involved in tax evasions, who was involved in buying illegal weapons, munitions, and he was also involved in fraudulent schemes with his fraudulent dealings in the Ukrainian energy company Burisma. You see, Hunter Biden, the son to Joe Biden, having no experience in energy industry, having no experience in the petroleum industry, was appointed the board of director of Burisma, which is one of the biggest oil companies in Ukraine. What was that for? This is nepotism, right? This is where father's name is used to milk resources all over the world. Number one. Number two, Joe Biden continuously for the last 4 years, his spokespersons, spokesmen, spokeswomen, all of them continuously for the last 4 years kept telling us that Joe Biden will not be pardoning his son Hunter Biden and that he will not be interfering in the administration of justice. And then just now, when he knew that his goose is cooked, his son's goose is going to be cooked, he has pardoned Hunter Biden. Not only the Democrats who had some ethics left, but the Republicans also from all the aisles has condemned this policy, this act of Joe Biden, this almost slavish act to protect his own son and to protect the skin of his son, Hunter Biden. This will go down as a very bad and a very dishonorable precedent for all the American presidents to come. So that is what I wanted to cover about Joe Biden. The second thing I wanted to cover about is the war which has now been launched in Syria. You see, this regime change operation of the neocons, which is now in absolute full flow, not only in Ukraine, Russia, they wanted to use Ukraine as a cat's paw to disarm, to dislodge Vladimir Putin, to harm Russia economically, with the hope that the Russian people will rally up against Putin. That didn't happen. Then this same Biden administration supported Zionist Israelis in Gaza to commit this genocide. They have armed Israelis to the teeth. And now, after IDF being exhausted in Lebanon, in Gaza, they have, using the pretext of this ceasefire, have increased the hostilities in Syria. Reports suggest that Turkish-sponsored militants, and Turkey is a part of NATO, remember that, it's the second biggest army in NATO. Their military intelligence is directly connected with the empire. They sponsored Ukrainian military, Ukrainian intelligence, HUR, trained these rebels, these Islamic jihadis, and then they have launched them against Syria. Why? They wanted to hurt the resistance. They wanted to hurt the Russian interest in Syria. I think Vladimir Putin will be mad at Erdogan because Erdogan has second time stabbed Vladimir Putin in his back. And Russian forces, I'm afraid, Russian air forces, which are now currently bombing the Idlib province, the host or the base of these rebels, these jihadists, named as HST, Hayatul Tahrir al-Islam, I don't know, these alphabetic soups of Islamic militant groups, rebranded from Al-Qaeda, have now been relaunched again after they have been defeated and been thrown out of Syrian cities in 2015 by Iran, by the help of Iran, by Syrian Arab army, and most importantly by the air cover provided by Vladimir Putin. This is a very dangerous escalation. This is an escalation through proxies. And believe me, if these rebel groups can be supported, the Russian nexus or the Iranian nexus can also pop up or can also start these proxy wars all over the region. This is going to increase this instability this is going to increase, hostilities in the already war-torn, conflict-ridden Middle East. Thank you so much.